Welcome back everyone to VCT Pacific Stage. For today's scrum, we have Robert and NDG. Let's begin by hearing from both of them of your thoughts of the game.
Yeah, I mean, sucks because we lost. But especially on Sunset, I thought we put up a pretty good fight. I think it's just kind of a similar thing to like previous times where it's like sometimes we got a little antsy, um, or like overcomplicated things. It's like the final step. So, looking to work on that for the second split.
I think we really played bad today, this series, because we did a lot of mistakes and errors, and we complicated a lot of things, which can turn around. Like there's a round like where we can really win around, but we lost because of our. I don't know if it's comms or just not on the same page. Yeah.
This question is for NDG. What is one thing you need to do better for the next split?
I think we will work individually, and as a team, we're gonna just improve our comms more and make our team have like a good energy, since that's one of the reasons why we are also disrupting a lot of higher teams, and I think we can make it work.
For Robert, how would you rate the team's performance this split? What do you want the team to do better?
What place did we end? We ended like sixth. I don't know, maybe like a 4 because like we upset some teams, but I think also we lost to some teams that we think we should beat or like closed out versus. So I think yeah, probably like a 4 out of 11. But yeah, like I think for us it's just kind of fix up a lot of our stuff and be more consistent. Kind of what Noah said.
One more question for Warburts. People are calling this an upset. Would you agree with this sentiment? Also, what do you feel you could have done differently to sway the game in your favor?
I think this is a league where anyone can beat anyone. So I wouldn't call it an upset. Um, we've always been pretty close with T1, even last year. So yeah, I think it's pretty evenly matched. I think in terms of what to like look to fix for the future, I think it's just the two things that we were talking about of like making sure that we're on the same page with our comms, and then also making sure that making sure to fix like the little things or little individual mistakes.
One more question for Roberts. With some time left before stage two, how do you plan to prepare and what are your expectations from stage two?
Yep. So it's the can you repeat the question again? Sorry.
With some time left before stage two, how do you plan to prepare and what were your expectations from stage two?
Yep. So for us, I think it's just grinding it out, making sure that we iron out our big flaws from the split, being the kind of like individual mistakes and the kind of comms issues. So that'll be a big focus. And then the goal, obviously, for every team is to qualify and to win the entire thing. Apex still doesn't have a trophy yet, and whether it's us or another team, like obviously we want it to be us. Um, but just trying to get as in the best of form as possible to compete for that trophy.
All right, that's all for pre-submitted questions. We'll now open up the floor for live questions.
We have a question from Gaps in Philippines. You may unmute yourself.
Okay. So this question is for Coach Warbirds. So this is, I think, the third straight international tournament that Team Secret could have really pushed the distance. So what do you think the team is still missing to get over that bump in the playoffs?
I think it's a different issue for if you want to break it down, it's like a different issue for each like split almost where like I think split like last year and even our first kickoff of this year, I think it was a lot of nerves. Whereas today, I feel like we didn't have as many nerves. I think it was just kind of like a little bit of overheat, a little bit of just not on the same page kind of thing. So I think those are kind of the big things for at least like I would almost separate the two almost.
Another question. The team announced, I think yesterday, that you're bringing in an assistant coach. So was he already part of your preparation against E1, or will he still be joining you only on the second split?
I'm not, that's a manager question. I'm not quite sure. Yeah, that's a manager question. I mean,
Okay.
I will say he did help us prep for T1. His focus is a lot more on like the individual mistakes, kind of like what we talked about. So
Okay. That's all from me. Thank you.
thank you.
All right, I guess that's all for today's scrum. Thank you guys for joining. We'll be back with our next scrum. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.